And then tell me, what happened for you guys? So you doubled in a day. You started to gain some traction. And how did you get from those, first 6-7 months to where you are now? And now you're looking at franchising and you're in 4 different states. How do you go from like one, location with a set of employees that are right in front of you managing that to now looking at a different state? What does that look like? What were you guys considering?
Yeah, I think the really short answer is systems and processes for days. That's like systemize everything. And my goal, and even though I'm happy to do this, but my goal is that I'm never asked the same question twice. So if someone's asked it, we need to get that documented. We need to get it into our training program so that the next person is equipped and they're going to be a more successful team member faster by knowing that information. But the long answer is trial and error, right? So 2017, we were just offering that routine maintenance services, and people don't Google routine maintenance. And so figuring out how do you educate the public in an affordable manner. And a lot of people, because one of those services that we offer when we're visiting once a quarter is dryer vent cleaning. A lot of people ask if we do air duct cleaning. And at the time I was like, no, I haven't heard good things about air duct cleaners and blah, blah, blah. But I met this guy once and I was referring jobs to him. And it actually ended up that one of the weeks in the middle of 2017, I referred enough work to him that I'm pretty sure he was doing more in sales from my referrals than I was doing just from the routine maintenance. And then you kind of start to analyze, like, why don't I just offer air duct cleaning? And so we bought a really popular machine that was like highly rated, all this stuff, and we started using it. And growing up on a farm and helping my parents build their dream home, I felt like I had a really good understanding how to do quality work and how a home works as well, from that becoming a certified home inspector as well. And I was not happy with the machine. So did a ton of research. Today, when we add a van, we actually order equipment from about 11 different manufacturers to make sure that we can clean air ducts up to our standards. So after that, in 2018, I hired a business coach, and best decision I ever made, because this is not paid, not queued up. But I originally met with that person, Brittany, and they laid out and they said, what are you doing right now? And I was working in my business very heavily. I was on every job. In fact, I had one employee at the time. He couldn't get to the job if I wasn't there, because I pulled a little trailer with my pickup truck to get to all these jobs. And they go, if you were not on a job site, how many customers could you get per week? And I said, well, I think I could get about 2 a week if I was 40 hours, just sell. And at the time we were doing $8,000 a month in sales. And they said, we think that by the end of the year, you could do $25,000 a month if you would just buy a van. I left that meeting. I went to the bank. I got approved for a van. And my employee was ready to go. He had worked side by side with me for 6 months. He knew everything I knew. And he went out, and as soon as we got that van going, he was booked out like a week, because I was focusing on the business. Yeah. And I needed a second van super fast. I was scared to buy the second van. But that December, we actually did $28,000 in sales. So continued systems, processes, train, all that stuff, started documenting everything. 2019, we grew to 4 crews. The recurring revenue model was really great.